a lightsaber?
Previously on Curse of Strahd. This is going to be quite I'm going to try and keep it brief because Jim, you weren't here last time, but some of it would have involved Rokkr. So last time, what the lads did while you weren't here, Jim, they ironed out a lot of the bits that you've sort of semi-completed. So in Kresk, you'd managed to find the wedding dress and you'd given that to the abbot, who rather just dismissively said, "Oh, thank you very much," and then just moved off, which was very, very frustrating. Kellen, your young ward, was cured of lycanthropy, and he's been looked after by the mayor. You then moved on to back to Vallaki, and you were kind of sort of incognito, trying to go travel in the shadows, but you were discovered by Morrigan and the Baron in just a moment of just pure inspiration. The party convinced the Baron and Morrigan that Strahd was after them, and they've gone into hiding. And Vallaki has gone into the care of the sort of second in command,
What did we call him?
we called him Barry Good Guy.
Yeah, Jeff Good Guy was taken.
and there was even a dice roll to say that Barry Good Guy is actually quite a good guy. He's all right. So you then went to the Vistani camp where the Dusk Elves were. You met up with Casimir, who was the leader of the Dusk Elves. He was the injured elf in your prophecy, and he has agreed to go with you to the Amber Temple up into the mountains. You got your cold weather gear on. He presented Nik Ana with his sword. So Nik Ana now has a sun sword, which is basically a lightsaber.
Can I have it, Dan? I can't even use it, but can I have it anyway, just so I can pose with it?
Negatory.
You could lend it me to pose with, and then I could just give it you back.
And then, so cold weather gear on. Casimir told you a little bit about the Dusk Elves, and he mentioned his sister. The reason he wants to go to the Ember Temple is his sister was enamored with Strahd, so much so that she was going to become his bride. The village of Dusk Elves found out about this, and because it's so against elven nature to go with a vampiric lord, that they took the difficult decision to kill her, to stop her from doing it. So they stoned her to death. To pay the elves back for this, Strahd sent in someone Rokkr would be aware of, Rahadin, and Rahadin slaughtered all of the women, all of the children, which is, if you remember, when you're close to Rahadin, you can hear these screams, and they're the screams of his own kin that he killed for Strahd. But Casimir has been having these visions, these dreams, that he believes his sister is sending from the bowels, from the dungeons of Ravenloft. Now, when you were in the dungeons of Ravenloft, you actually found the tomb of Petrovna, I think her name is. I'll double check that later. So you know where she's entombed, and Casimir thinks that he can get the power to resurrect her from the Amber Temple, and that's what he wants your help to do. Okay.
Right. Wow. Okay.
It was a fair bit. It was a fair bit last time. There was a lot of ironing out done. It was so you've got your cold weather gear on, and you started venturing into the Mount Gakis. It is near Arctic conditions, and the road is going up and up and up. It's snow is whipping across. You can hardly see your hands in front of your face. If your nose is running, it's virtually freezing straight away. It's the worst kind of conditions that you can imagine, which is where we ended the session. If you've got on your map tools, this is a fan art of Tsolenka Pass. So where we'll start the session. The shelf of rock on which the mountain cliff. Sorry, I'll start again. The shelf of rock, the rock on which the mountain road clings, grows narrow. To your left, the icy road rises sharply towards dark rolling clouds. To your right, the ground falls away into a sea of fog. Ahead, through the wind and snow, you see a high wall of black stone lined with spikes and topped with statues of demonic vultures with horned heads. Set in the centre of the wall is a closed iron portcullis, behind which burns a curtain of green flame. On the other side of the dark wall, gripping the mountain's edge, is a guard tower of white stone topped by golden statues of mighty warriors. So, cliff going up the side. Cliff dropping down into the valley of Ravenloft. Here's your portcullis and the green flame behind. That is a guard tower standing behind. Any questions?
Is everyone?
Did anyone bring a sled?
I think I have crampons.
We can just use Dan's body.
Yeah.
What's behind this port? Is the port? Sorry, the portcullis is where we want to go.
Well, there's green fire behind it, but fire's not normally green.
It's one of those. If you walked up towards that, is that really where you want to go?
Yeah. Is Milado still with us? The Casimir.
Casimir's still with you, yeah. The only other thing of note is you're all wearing cold weather kit. He's in his robes. He's quite comfortable just wearing robes.
Yeah, he's an elf though, isn't he? They can do that shit.
So is Rokkr.
Is that an elf thing? Nick strips.
Yeah.
Nick,
no, I only half strip.
I've got
which half?
I'll ask him what he knows about. What he knows about the how do we go about this? Have you any? Obviously we've never done this before. Do you have any idea how we should approach? Should we go to the gate? Should we try and sneak in? Should we set the paladin on fire? What should we do?
Okay, just roll Arcana for him. He's unconvinced. He'll say, "I've honestly no idea. This is as far into the mountains as I've ever dared to come by myself." The green flame is clearly of a magical nature, and you can see he's sort of doing a thing where he's sort of zoning into it as a minute of sort of meditative silence. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to get through.
We could. I'll ask Rokkr if he minds trying to scout a bit closer, and I can send my familiar out to go over the wall and see what's behind there. If Rokkr can check, have a little look through the portcullis, see what that fire shit is.
I love how we put the ranger in danger before the crow.
We could swap because you can climb walls like a ninja. So I don't mind sending me familiar to the green flame, and you can ninja over the walls. Have a look there.
So yeah, I'm thinking that I can just climb up this ice shelf to the side of me as we're looking at it to the side.
So you get a good view of the wall.
Yeah, so I can get a decent view of what's up there.
Okay.
And they're not going to be able to see me in a blizzard, so I guess my eyesight's better than theirs. So go for it.
So
yes, Druid.
Just before that,
go on, Ted.
Is it not worth asking if we can just go through?
Yeah.
Asking who?
Well, obviously, if we get up,
approach and knock, essentially approach and knock, basically.
So
if you don't want us to check first, that's cool. I don't mind.
Well,
if you want, we can leave Jamer behind so we can go mountaineering.
I'm going to say
and still be stealthy.
Jamer can mountaineer, just we distract even more attention from him if we go up and knock.
Yeah, just like let's be polite about this first.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, we've not actually seen any movement or anything, have we?
No.
For people.
No, nothing.
So yeah, I mean, there's no reason we can't approach while Rokkr heads up high, because that way, if there are any people there, we're going to be the ones that draw attention, not the guy clinging from a cliff halfway up. So
I'll
he's
send
more likely to
Azrael
have
to have an a high overhead
Okay.
recce of the place.
So as okay, let me do Azrael first then, because the blizzard starts to ease a little bit. So visibility clears. Azrael goes over the top. Over the top, you can see a path that winds round, and then there's a bridge over a very, very high gorge, but the bridge covers it. No movement. Nothing else seems to be stirring. As you as a party move closer, as you get within 10 feet of the portcullis clinks, clatters, and then rises up. As it gets to the top, there's a noise, as if something is counting.
Is it counting upwards or downwards?
Are those gargoyle things on top of the tower?
Are they moving?
No, not
Do
not
they look
moving.
like their eyes are lighting up and there's a burst of energy about to come out of them?
No.
I don't really want to go in the fire, to be honest.
I like the fact that counting up or counting down feels like it matters at this point.
Well, if they're counting down, it's safe to say when they get to 0, something's going to happen.
If they're counting up, who knows?
If they're counting up, who knows? Yeah.
Is it not just the portcullis?
The portcullis is
That'd be on the-
raised all the way up.
Yeah.
All you've got in front of you now is the green flame. You can see everything that.
No, I mean the ticking that's going on is probably just the portcullis will then suddenly fucking come down again.
Well, Adam's going in, so we'll soon find out.
So, as Rokkr,
Sorry, when Azrael went over the top, do we know how thick that wall is?
the wall is at its thickest point. It's 10 feet thick.
Oh, there we go then.
The wall at its thinnest point. So here, it's 10
Hang
feet.
on.
Here, it's 5 feet. So the
Where-
thickest
where,
part,
sorry?
10 feet. There's 5 feet thick. That's 20 feet up. That's 30 feet up.
Okay.
Right, do we want to just teleport over the other side of the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Because we've seen what's behind there. There's no baddies.
If we're aware, we can. See, I changed screens, I come back, and Dan's disappeared.
I'll do
I
it again.
thought JMO was the stealth one. There he is.
Yeah, but Goosebump.
Yeah, I mean, that'd probably take out some of the danger.
Yeah, if
And you'll be warm for a little bit as well.
It's nice to not go through the green fire, I think.
Yeah, I'm not keen on the green fire. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Is the green fire throwing off warmth as we get close?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Bonus.
Does it smell?
Yeah, sure. What would you like it to smell of?
To be sulphurous, I imagine, looking at the
basil.
Lime.
Bad egg.
Basil.
Thyme.
Like key lime pie.
It all smells different to each of us.
Linked to Africa.
Which gives it away that it's magic fire. So I no longer feel the need to ask if I don't think if it's a magic fire.
Yeah, it smells like Link's Africa. It's clearly magic. I don't even know what Africa is. Or Links, for that matter.
So I mean that we know there's solid ground there. That's been seen. It's thin enough for me to teleport us through.
Let's do it.
Do we want to do some form of magic check first, just in case? Because I don't want to attempt to teleport through and just go. Oh, we appear to be on the same side of the wall still.
Is it a ritual one if someone's got it? I can't remember. I don't think I've got it.
Detect magic. That's Dan's domain, I think.
Yeah. If we need 10 minutes.
Well, it's just before we bamp through with the goose. Do we want to know if it? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it might tell us if the gargoyles are likely to try and pull us at some point as well.
They probably are.
Yeah, I think they probably are.
Double checking at the end of last session, I resummoned my phantasmal halls as a as a giant winter wolf, didn't I? To accommodate the new terrain.
All right, send that through the flames.
I mean, I could. I can resummon it if it all goes wrong.
I mean, it's just if the portcullis comes slamming back down. I would say I'm happy for either just to bamp through, or I mean, has Rokkr returned from his to give us any more information, or is he just going up and over?
I didn't go up.
Oh, you didn't?
Well, I was meant to be going up, and then Ted interjected to suggest that we should teleport.
I thought you were going while we were approaching it.
Yeah, the
so
portcullis went up as you were all approaching, and then you've had sort of a conflab about, by which time the clicking is still going, and as you notice, at one point of the clicking, the portcullis shifts and drops ever so slightly, and the clicking.
I don't remember that.
The clicking continues.
So, with these gargoyles, is there water coming out of their mouths? As in, is it raining or anything?
It's too cold. They're more decorative than they're just sat on top, so it's not the sort of funnel type gargoyle.
They're not gargoyles.
They're grotesque.
Yeah,
they're grotesque.
Hold on, let me see if we can moan at the. Does this say gargoyle?
I think you'll find, according to medieval architecture, these are grotesques.
They're statues. It says.
That's what. Did I say that? I'm sure I said that.
Yeah, we can't moan at
Bunch of pedants.
any other producers of Dungeons and Dragons product.
So,
I mean, we will.
Do you know the etymology of the word gargoyle?
Go on.
No, go on.
It comes from the French for throat, same root as gargle.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Which makes sense with the drainage thing.
Coming out of the mouth. Yeah.
Right. Anyway.
So
every day's a school day.
You're very much getting the impression the clicking is the portcullis closing. We're now at a point where you're pretty certain it's going to close. So what do you want to do?
Stick Dan's head in it.
Yeah, straight away. I'll grab one side. Adam grab the other.
Let's bump over while
I
JMO's.
think Bamp's the safest. If it's whether Rokkr, if he's gone up.
If we're bamfing,
yeah.
If we're bamfing, we don't even need to wait whilst the portcullis is up.
We don't give a shit about the portcullis if we're going to bamf, actually. I want to raise a middle finger to the portcullis.
So do you want me to send the wolf through first to see what happens?
Is it necessary we're going to bamf?
Shall we just teleport?
Are you just
it depends if we bamf into the fire and the fire kills it.
No. Well, we're not going to go through the fire anyway. We're going to teleport.
No.
So
they're going to go through the thin bit of wall.
Do we know the fire's only over the portcullis? Have we been through that?
Yeah. Asriel's told us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
just do it.
In all fairness, you were disappeared.
Am I covered, by the way, Dave?
Yeah.
I didn't disappear. No. What are you on about? I was always here.
Apparently there's a street in Chicago. I think it's Chicago. No, it's oh god.
Are we bamfing through the wall then?
Yes. Let's go on.
The 5 foot.
We don't end up on a street in Chicago.
That'd be impressive.
It's more than 5 feet. I don't think
it'd solve a lot of our problems.
Yeah, that would be as at
San Diego, and there's one particular street where they get on average 11 calls a day to the council to remove human feces from the street. 11 times a day average. It's just what's wrong with these people?
Never picked up.
What do you read, Mark?
Sorry?
What do you read?
Everything, apparently.
Lots of things.
Yeah.
It was an article on it. It was a video called "Why San Diego is the Shittiest Place in America."
We bamf through the wall. Stats. Are we dead?
Yeah.
Please, can we be dead?
What? What you say? What? I'm struggling with the word bamf.
The goose.
Teleport.
What?
Teleporting goose.
Yeah, I know. I don't. Where does bamf?
It's Nightcrawler.
X-Men.
When in X-Men, when he moves, he bamps. When he teleports, it says bamf, 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 bamf.
You know,
okay. Right. Yes. Okay.
Sorry.
No. It's all right. You all bamf through. None of you dies.
The wolf as well. The wolf came with the goose.
Yeah.
The goose carried the wolf.
Yeah. So on the other side, you can see the path winding round. It's an easterly direction, so the cliffside is to your north, and you can see the guard tower to your right. So what I'll do is I'll change your map to the Tsolenka Pass one. Hopefully make some of this visible to you and pop you the other side of there. Okay, so this is the pass that you've come on, cliff going up, cliff going down. That's the green flame that you've jumped through. Have you all got this on map tools, by the way?
Yeah.
Mine's
16,
still loading.
16 out of 17.
Okay, that's it. Let me do it again. And you've got just beyond. There's a guard tower on your right hand side.
Okay.
The rest of let me just change this to because it's clear now.
Casimir looks right dodgy.
Oh, you've got the map now. Oh, there we go.
So, with a little bit more recce, you do advance a little bit. Let's just put Fester up there. So that's the tower and the bridge.
Okay. Do we want to have a nosy in the tower before we go past it?
Oh, that looks like a skull.
I'm
What?
like super zoomed out because I can't tell what's going on, right?
Oh, yeah,
Zoom
yeah.
in.
Yeah.
How do we zoom in again?
Mouse wheel.
Mouse wheel in.
Yeah, because I've got a mouse wheel. Fuckers.
Is your touchpad not like the screen where you can...
Just the plus and minus key on the keyboard, I think.
Hang on, no, it's all right. There we are.
Yeah, plus and minus. And plus is it takes it straight in.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm using a mouse wheel.
Just double stroking it either way.
This is the first time I've used map tools with a mouse.
Yeah, I normally use a guinea pig, but it's
I normally use my
died.
face.
So
Yeah, do we want to investigate the tower? Just there's nothing around there, is there?
Yeah.
Why would there be any guards?
What we should do is sit around talking about what we should do for an hour and then do the first thing that we suggested doing.
I am going to try the door of the tower.
the door of the tower is wedged shut. There's snow and drift up against it, and you can tell that it's going to take some force to actually put it through.
It's just drifted shut, kind of thing. It's not locked. It's just.
I would
Yeah,
say step
just
back.
not locked, just drifted.
Step back, Adam. I can handle the snow. I can get rid of the snow drift relatively quickly.
Can I also just ask, did Mark just mention that we're talking too much after telling us about shit on the street in Chicago?
I was just getting involved in,
Just thought I'd get
we weren't
that.
doing anything.
The moment the warlock says he can deal with it, Jarek moves very far away.
We could just get Cinder to sit on the snow and it'll melt.
I try and keep as many people in my aura as I can for when shit goes wrong.
I don't want to cool Cinder down. He likes being warm.
He'll still be on fire, so I won't worry about that.
Okay, we'll do that.
I think that.
Let's just
What
do
were you going to do?
So the snow melts.
Okay.
The door is still
Yes,
stuck. It's a very ancient door. It hasn't been moved for a long time.
I'm going to put my shoulder at it and go for it.
Sure. That'll be an athletics check then.
I'd imagine so, yeah. 17.
17 doesn't shift the door.
Oh, okay. Right, I'm done. If the door's wedged shut, we're probably all right to carry on. There's nothing going to be in the damn thing. Unless Rokkr can climb to the top and have a look. But
he probably can.
I can. There are lots of things I can do. Whether you want me to do them or not is a different matter.
Send Rapunzel up the tower.
Is that consensus or?
yeah, we just want to check that there's nothing there, and surely you can get up and look down a hatch.
Yeah, I'm just double checking. Yeah, let's go up. I like
so
climbing.
on the top, It's sort of a 3-story building that you managed to get on top of. There's a 10-foot tall gold-plated statues that all stand on the top. There's 4 of them in total, if I remember rightly. They're all facing outward. Each one depicts a female human knight holding a lance. The cold wind stirs the snow, under which you see human skeletons clad in rusty mail armor. They've clearly been there for a long, long time. The swords, the armor, it's all beyond use. After a quick check, Rokkr would establish that it's made to look like gold plating on the statues, not worth any value. There is under the snow, you notice a trapdoor which leads down.
Don't lick the statues.
Is there a way? Can't communicate, can I? With down.
Not 30 foot down in the blizzard.
Spirit.
I think
I'm
this
just going to
trapdoor
choke an
would
ostrich
be
while we're not doing this.
Would that? Do I think the trapdoor would be easy to lift up? Does it look wise to lift up?
Yeah, this doesn't. This looks as if it'd lift up relatively easily, and there's a big iron chain. It's rusted, but it looks as if it would come up. Are we playing the mark game?
Aardvark.
Emu.
Antelope.
Ferret.
Right. Okay. Aardvark was done.
How long does it take me to get up and down this high?
What's your climb
Well,
speed?
getting down's very quickly, depending on how safely you want to do it.
My climb speed is as fast as my walking speed, which
Okay,
is
so 30 feet. I mean, if it
35.
was 40.
40 now.
It's
Yeah.
probably only single turn, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
6 seconds.
Yeah.
Right,
Jesus.
I just quickly abseil down. By the way, guys, there's a trapdoor up there.
I mean, it's. I'd say it's entirely Rocker's choice because we can't get up to help him if he wants to check it out.
Apparently, he's got a rope. He just abseiled.
Yeah, I've got a climbing kit. I've got a climbing kit with me.
Well, we won't get up there anywhere near as fast, and probably have to roll and fall.
Was it the door was blocked and Adam couldn't clear it?
Yeah.
I put my shoulder to it and it didn't budge
On a decent roll.
on a decent
If I
roll.
pull it,
Well, actually, I can only do 25 feet with my climbing kit, so I abseil down. I'm just hanging 5 foot off the ground, going. Can I come up? No?
That's the thing. So, with the doorway, can we see the hinge?
Yeah.
Because if you can see the hinge, then it opens outwards.
You've tried both ways. It's stuck.
Just saying.
Yeah, let's go for it. I'm going back up. Right, guys, if I'm not here, you don't hear from me in 5 minutes. Climb back up this rope. Come
We'll carry on.
Yeah.
We'll just carry on.
So I'm going to
Get snow out the way of the door.
and sort of gingerly approach the trapdoor to just sort of suss it out to see does it look like something I definitely do want to lift up, or do I go, do you know what, I'm actually not going to touch that.
What he's asking is the last time he opened the door, it was a mimic that attacked him.
And he's not opened a door in 32 sessions.
Freezing cold tower.
Have a perception check then, Jim.
Perception. That's off my idiot. I just click it down to
Plus a lot.
21.
21. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any form of trap. It seems like a normal functioning trap door. You're pretty confident that it would just swing open. You don't get any sense that there's anything below.
Let's lift that baby up then.
So underneath, as it swings open, you shift the snow off the top. Beneath you is the upper level of the tower. It's pretty much like an ice box. It's The windows are set at almost every wall. There's a rusted iron ladder, which is descending from the trapdoor that you've just opened. There's a stone hearth on the south wall, which is to the right of the map. Above it, there's a dire wolf's head, and the wind you can hear howling down the chimney, but there's nothing else in there other than a set of stairs which seem to run down to the ground floor.
I'm gonna go down the ladder and approach the top of the stairs and see if I can kind of tippy toe down, like we really will.
So again, there's nothing. You managed to get a decent view of the ground floor. There's another hearth that stands against the door. The wind howling down the chimney. Stone staircase which you've just come down, and there's three windows looking out over a foggy sea that's looking out over the cliff, and you can hear the other four members of the party still arguing about something inane the other side of the door.
Okay. Is there anything very large and heavy that I can throw against the door to make a really loud noise to scare the shit out of them?
Yeah, you can.
Go back up the direwolf head.
Yeah. Okay, so you all hear a massive loud bang next to the door.
Oh,
best to burn it down.
Yeah.
No, or Jarek's reaction will, other than the slight surprise of jump, will be to call out Rokkr's name and again slam back against the door, assuming he's in trouble.
I will do. Does it look like I can open the door from this side?
No, you could possibly assist.
So I get an advantage check on trying to save Rokkr because Rokkr's trying to open the door.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to make some form of communication, whether it's a tat 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 or can I shout? Would they hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all good here. Just taking the piss. Do you want to fancy getting this door open?
Advantage roll.
Go on then. Yeah.
What was that? 17 again. No.
Yeah, it's another 17 with two of you involved. I'm not. Yeah. You managed to jimmy it open eventually between all five of you, and the door just swings open. You can all go up and down and see exactly as Rokkr has seen now. There's nothing untoward, nothing suspicious in there. And as you were all suspicious of the statues on top of the portcullis, you've kept a beady on them, and nothing seems to have disturbed them so far.
And you said they're all like female warriors. Obviously, you've got like Valkyries in Norse mythology. Is there some sort of symbolism that we'd know about?
You can have a history check if you wish.
Lick it, Dan.
No, you said don't lick it.
Who's got the lowest
That was the
intelligence?
JMO.
13. These you from all of the stories that you've heard so far of Barovia, this is
not one of them.
This is before the time of Strahd. This is a very old, ancient tower, possibly from a period of time when it wasn't a demiplane.
Does Casablanca know anything about them?
We're changing his name to Casablanca. Again, he says no. The Dusk Elves' journey into Barovia arrived. They were unlucky. They arrived just before Strahd did. Were unable to escape, obviously, but now he knows nothing about them. He's seen similar in the past. He's a very old elf. Casablanca is.
Moving on?
Yeah.
Just keep running.
Okay, so as you walk further up the path, the wind
statues on top come to life and jump down.
the wind picks up, the snow starts to descend, again. Visibility is not quite as bad still. We'll take you up to here then. So the snowy pass comes to a gorge spanned by a stone bridge. At each end of the bridge is a 30-foot tall, 30-foot wide stone arch. Atop each one are 2 statues of armoured knights on horseback with lances, charging towards one another. The wind bites and howls like wolves as it passes through the gorge.
These statues are coming to life at some point.
There's a lot of statues. The bridge is... Sorry, Adam.
No, I was just saying there is a lot of statues.
The bridge itself, as you make your way towards the entrance through this arch, the low wall that encloses the stone bridge have fallen away in a couple of places, but the bridge appears intact. A black cloaked rider on a charcoal-coloured horse guards the middle of the bridge and just stands, facing you, as the breeze whips around his cloak. Just
how far will voices carry in this blizzard?
It's still only just starting.
Okay,
so you'd be able to shout over.
Hailing, basically.
Okay, there's no response whatsoever. Just the wind whipping his cloak round, and he's stood there, hands on the reins.
After you, Nick, with your shiny lightsaber?
Or we kind of stand at the end of the bridge and let the wolf go over and see if that triggers anything. I'll go with my wolf. No, screw it.
You go with your wolf.
Me and my wolf go forwards.
I'll follow.
Dire wolf, I can still ride it. I'll ride my wolf to greet him on his horse.
Okay.
Don't ride the wolf. You look like a tit.
What's
my cape blowing in the breeze?
What's everyone else doing?
I'll ride the goose.
Just follow it on.
While Nick approaches the centre of the bridge, what's everyone else doing?
I'll move out onto the bridge, but I stay, a little bit behind Nick as Nick's going forward to greet.
I've still got my climbing gear out with my rope, and I'm ready to throw and catch him.
Okay. Bester?
I'm pretending to ride the goose.
And what's Akxikas do?
I'll just bring up the rear, as usual.
Okay.
So to speak.
Let's have a perception check from Nick, then.
That, guys, is not my strong point.
Nick, no longer see you, the person on the bridge.
Whoa.
Told you.
Okay. So the blizzard, in fairness, the blizzard is starting to I mean, you might almost say that it's the storm is building.
I'm blind.
But as you get closer, you get into a point where you're having to sort of shield your eyes a little bit, and you're noticing that this whatever this figure isn't moving at all. But visibility reduces vastly as you just take step after step, and as you start to approach, it's the wolf would probably indicate to. How do you? What kind of communication have you got with this wolf?
Full telepathic communication.
Full telepathic communication. So as you start to get closer,
it's a fey creature.
Say again, sorry.
It's fey or of a pick celestial. It's either fey or celestial.
Okay, with intelligence then.
Celestial. Yeah.
It will report
intelligence 6. Not stupid.
Okay, yes, I can still communicate. There's no scent coming from this thing at all. And as it's not moving, and as the wolf doesn't seem concerned, as you get closer, you realise that it seems to be just some kind of illusion. And as either you, as the wolf goes up to sniff it, or you put your hand out to touch it, it just dissipates. As we roll initiative.
Check select.
DM made me poke it.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'll be bottom. I imagine.
Just saying. How far down the bridge am I? Jesus Christ.
How do we roll initiative on this?
Click your character, and then it'll appear at the side. Or should.
Where am I? I thought I was stood next to Nick.
If you've not moved your
You're here.
character, it's going to be right down the bottom still.
I thought the DM was doing that.
No, we were controlling our own.
Oh, are we? Well, I said I was
Yeah.
standing.
You can all kind of move yourselves to where you said you were going to be before it kicked off.
Presume I was sort of, well, somewhere.
Don't know where everyone is. Can't see anyone else on the map.
I like the way it looks like, Dan, you've just kind of turned around to look back at us and gone, huh?
I was going to let it vanish and in the dark go, hold, who goes there? But apparently we're rolling initiative, so.
Yeah.
I found Festus.
Is it a dire wolf that you've got?
It's the way Thingy works, Fine Steed works in the playtest is the stats are identical. It's just what it looks like.
It's a horse that looks like a wolf.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a stat block, regardless of what I visually choose it to be. It's got an identical stat block for everything.
Okay, right. That's
Mark, that's not way at the rear.
Is it a large creature?
It is.
Just charge out into the middle of the bridge.
I was just looking at.
Yeah, I just kind of saw you come flying past. I'm thinking
that wasn't my final position. I was just trying to open up and see what was up there.
Right. Well, I'll take snap to grid off this wolf then, Dan. So you've got ownership of that wolf that's next to you. Okay. Okay. So everyone's in a position. Everyone's happy where they are. Casimir's moved up with you. He's sort of staying in the midst. What's going to happen is I'm going to ask for a group perception check now. And could you give me a perception check from your steed as well, Dan?
I can.
Sorry, I haven't rolled initiative yet, have I?
You're not. Oh, no,
does my owl get a check?
That was for me.
Yes, Mark, if you want.
Mine's shit.
Do you need?
Are your eyes open?
And an 18 from my wolf.
18, right? Okay. Do you need initiative for Azrael as well?
Can do. I don't know if I want to use him yet, but it'd be helpful. Yeah, it would be. So I'll roll D6. Oh, no, it'll have to be on here, won't it? Where's this? Have we got a token for him?
Just there, Mark.
Where's Cinder
at? Cinder. Anywhere you want, Ted. Let me just.
Do you want me to do initiative for the wolf, or do you just want it to act on my turn?
What's it supposed to do, dude? It's
if I'm riding it, it acts as part of me. If I come off it, it gets its own initiative.
Oh, it's its own.
Okay, so
we'll
leave it as is for now then, because you were riding it towards the figure, weren't you? Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 5, same as me.
Right.
Right. Brought up the initiative window. So how am I rolling initiative?
On your character. Oh, sorry, you'll need the window. Oh, what's the other one called?
Selected, is it the one that you're using?
Selected. There we go. Roll initiative.
There we go.
What? I roll
a 1. I guess.
You rolled a 7. 7 plus 7. 14.
Quick maths.
What's the time when all this was kicking off, Dave, to
perception?
put my sword on?
Yes, perception. Sorry, Dan, what did you
say? Whilst all this kicking off, is the time to turn my sword on, or do I need to use the first turn?
Yeah, that's fine.
Dave, this perception check that I'm going to make for my laddo. Sorry, I interrupted. Go on. Sorry, Dan.
I'm done.
Oh. It says it gets advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or sight. So would this be one that
yes, you can have advantage.
Right, so therefore perception check for him. Oh God.
Your custom roll down, that's for your wolf, yeah.
And it's got a
Right,
plus
just
one on
take the dice. So it's a 12
16.
plus, yeah. Actually, that'd be 15. It's plus, is plus 3. It's plus 3 to perception. So it'd be one less anyway. But all
18,
shit anyhow.
18 on the wolf, 15 on the bird.
Okay.
Oh, 60, yeah.
Right, everybody in position?
Yep.
I
Yep.
think so.
None of you notice until the last second that there is a whistling sound. So
That's just to life.
while this this storm is raging around you, there's all of a sudden, with the howls of the wind going past, this whistling noise, which gets louder and louder and louder until you realise too late what it is as
Someone's farted.
a
Is it the hag on the skull?
spectral draconic figure
Wonderful.
is swooping and diving from above.
A ghost dragon.
Yay.
And it gets to act first.
That's a shock.
Might be depending on how much damage it does.
A ghost dragon? What the?
A dragon.
Okay.
Is it a ghost dragon or a dragon ghost?
Is it ghost? Is it spectral, not like a bone dragon kind of thing?
It's bone. It's skeleton. As it's rearing down, you don't get much chance to look at it as it initially hears. This whistling noise is it diving down, and it's going to swoop down and start its turn from here. It's going to move still in the air, so it's probably about 10 feet above the bridge as it's flying in and swooping towards you all. So I've used 10 feet of movement. It's going to open its maw, and cold, icy breath is going to shoot all the way down and hit all of you, with the
Yay.
exception of Azrael, who is protected by the wall.
Jeff Wall.
Okay.
I need everyone
Right,
to make
get a saving
a
throw.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution.
Oh dear.
15.
Oh dear.
If anybody dies, it's Dan's fault. He asked for a fight.
I'm going to use my inspiration to have advantage.
Okay.
So it's 17 for me, and for the wolf, and it gets natural 20 on the wolf.
Okay.
With plus 6.
So just for Cinder then, Ted.
Oh, sorry.
Does that count as a natural 20 for me for inspiration, or?
The wolf's inspired.
Right.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. I'm going to
Come
click
on,
the damage
Cinder.
button and see what's about to happen.
Where are you?
Oof.
Racial traits, class features.
How much damage am I taking?
Where is the stats? Hang on. There we go. He's got +2. So it's D20, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And there's +2 on this for old goose. Oh dear. 7.
Okay.
It's not best.
So everyone, with the exception of the dire wolf, is taking full damage.
My 17 wasn't enough. Jesus Christ.
Yep. That's full damage is to all of you except the wolf. 57 points of damage. The wolf takes half.
Awesome.
I mean, the wolf's dead.
Oh, even with half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Ow.
I'm assuming Cinder's going to be gone, isn't he?
Me and Cinder.
Are you down as well?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is a TPK defo.
Anyone else down?
I'm on 3.
I'm on 2.
Right. I didn't do Casimir, did I? Let me just. So he.
Well,
Constitution saving.
at least it's a quick game.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. We're all
Takes
going to die.
30. Casimir's still up. So what is half of 57? 20, 25 rounded down to 27, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me finish his turn then. So as it's now that it's got close enough for you to have felt its icy breath, you can see that in between the skeleton, you can see what used to be the scales of a silver dragon attached to this skeletal draconic figure, and a familiar green glow.
Why is it familiar?
You've seen the green glow twice before.
Once in the portcullis.
No.
Is it
Once.
the death?
Is it the hag on the skull?
Yep.
And is it the green glow at the top of the tree? Is this one of the gems for the winery?
Yep.
Okay. So it's a corrupting gem.
It doesn't matter, mate. We're all going to die. I think who's on most? I think it's. I think most anyone's on is 3.
I'm on 22.
I'm on 23.
Oh, wicked!
As this creature breathes, it's cold and flies towards you, you can hear it screaming as it says in common, so you can all understand. This breath happens, this cold appears and knocks you all back. Fester collapses frozen to the ground, clearly unconscious, as you hear this draconic form start saying, I am Argynvost. I have no control. You must flee. And it continues to swoop. And it's going to take the rest of its move, so it's moved 10. It's then going to fly.
Go on, Dave. You may as well take me out now.
70 feet into the air.
Oh.
And it's all the time this scream is, I have no control, you must flee from me. As it swoops, breathes straight up. So that takes us to the first round of combat that isn't a surprise round.
I wonder if I could actually die before my turn. That would be interesting.
Oh, easily.
Nick, what do you want to do?
So it's 70 feet up.
Yep.
There goes that choice. Could we see the crystal in it?
You have a perception check as it went past, because it got quite close to you.
Perception's still not good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're just aware of the glow. Oh, the other thing, I suppose we'd best do this now, is we'd best do the frightful presence of the dragon. So let's get this out of the way. Everyone make a wisdom saving throw, please. Now, you are the party that's particularly good at wisdom saving throws.
Ignore that one, I clicked the wrong thing.
For God's
Yeah, that
sake.
was a wisdom save, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a wisdom save, sorry.
Nothing but shit rolls.
It didn't get close enough for me to get an opportunity attack, did it?
No.
Wisdom.
How much damage we're taking?
This is frightful presence, Mark. This is.
So we're running. How far are we running?
Well, that's because 5e is slightly different. So, let's have a look. Who's left? Oh no, you've all done it. So Jarek and Fester, you're the only two to shrug off the effects. So you two no longer have to roll for the duration of the fight. You've shrugged it off.
We're showing you
Fester's
to
unconscious.
the ground.
Oh yeah, so sorry, Fester's unconscious. Yeah, so yours unfortunately we need to ignore. So you're frightened.
Would that have happened before the breath?
Say again, sorry.
Would that have happened before the breath? Would the frightful present be immediate?
Yeah, I'm going to do it the other way around though. Yeah, it probably would, but so the frightened condition is the creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, so it doesn't actually say saving throws, so it doesn't matter. As long as you're within line of sight of the creature, and a creature can't willingly move closer to the source of the fear. So you don't run away. You get disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, but you can't move any closer. You make this save. Repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turn. Okay.
I haven't even had a turn yet.
Sorry. So we're back to Nik Ana.
Sorry, what is the range on the breath?
60 feet.
Of course it is.
How close are you, Ted?
60 foot, strangely enough.
I remember the dragon's not there anymore, it's up in the air now.
Nah, but when he did the breath attack, it was 60
I've
foot.
run, so I've dashed as my action.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard, it says we need to bail and split up with that breath. So I'm going to, as a bonus action, do my lay on hands. Or I believe. Let's see how many I've
Alright,
got.
Share, calm down.
How many do I have? I'm going to put 30 into Ted.
Okay, Ted, you're on 30 hit points.
30 shares, have that.
Ted's now the healthiest in the group.
Anything else from me?
We'll see how long that lasts.
I'm then going to keep moving another 10.
Sure. Fester, you wake up chilled to the bone, but with Nick's hands.
Ow.
It was Nick fumbling you.
You can take your full turn, which you can't do in Baldur's Gate after you.
I know, that caught me out the first time.
Yeah.
Bonus action.
Yeah, so you've got full turn left, Ted. What do you want to do?
Right. We know it was a silver dragon. Would I know if a silver dragon or a skeletal dragon would be prone to any certain type of damage?
You can have a nature check if you want.
Wouldn't Jim know from his Book of Doom? What?
18?
18. You're pretty sure that silver dragons, as they breathe cold, that they would be immune to cold. And the nature of its now undead nature, poison would be no good against it either.
So what we're saying is it's probably not going to light fire.
Yeah, it's not going to take any extra damage from fire. It's not like a sort of an opposing element type thing. Fire would do normal damage.
I'm just wondering if to turn my lightning bolts into fire, that's all.
Are we running or fighting? I don't know. 'Cause
Oh yeah, we have a general consensus, I suppose. I mean, did
Yeah,
Dan say anything as he was healing me?
No, Dan didn't say anything, so we're kind
I
of.
ran down the bridge saying it said run, and then I ran.
He said run, healed, and carried on running. I mean, all you can take from that is Dan said it said run, and the main fighter has just sprinted past you all.
yeah, I'm
Oh,
running
okay.
as well.
Down is the water.
Sorry?
How far down is the water?
At least 500 feet.
Quite far then.
I didn't expect the answer to be quite that far.
I just
Okay.
had to pan out and look at the numbers on the map. It's
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh yeah, I can just see them. Yeah, I didn't see those.
I'm guessing I'm running then.
I think this is we need to regroup thing. It's not a. We
Yeah,
can take
yeah.
this after all. Yeah, we can't do this fight on 20 hit points apiece at the most. I think it's a.
To the tower! To the tower!
Good job we unlocked the door.
I
Yeah.
can. Yeah, so sprinting makes me do double, doesn't it?
correct.
Yep.
Tower!
So that's move and
Actually-
action.
Hang on, no, thinking about it. Was there anyone
Everyone
else
get
that
out of
needed?
line.
Was there anyone else that needed picking up first?
No, everyone's else
Was
still
it-
on the
was-
feet,
was it just
nearly
me?
dead. Yeah, you were the only one down.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because like, if I ran off, and I'm like, actually, I could have healed some of those.
And then he's like, oh, never mind.
Just don't make a line.
Yeah. Spread it.
Zigzag. Zigzag.
Zigzag.
Anything
Yeah,
else?
that's
Ted?
me running. Probably swearing a lot.
I can imagine the swear that you're using. Rokkr. So we need Nick was an initial frightful presence, so you can make a roll at the end of your turn, and Ted would be your sort of first.
That should do it.
Yeah, and it's a wisdom save, not a check, by the way, gentlemen. If yeah, you've done it. Yeah, so Nick's now free of its frightful presence.
Nick's not frightened, but he's still terrified.
I don't know if I am or not. No one ever
It's
told
not.
me.
Dan is.
What did you roll?
I
Mark?
wasn't scared because I was dead.
16. No, you didn't pass it.
Right.
So wisdom
Definitely
save
one way.
for you, Ted, to finish your turn, and then it's Rocker's turn.
Well, I passed.
You were unconscious, and you rolled a
I
wisdom
still
check.
passed.
Wisdom saving throw, please, Ted.
Sorry, what's the difference?
I don't know. There
Could
might be a difference.
You've probably got proficiency in your saving throw as a druid.
Which base check you wouldn't.
Oh, okay, sorry, yeah. Yeah, no, so I would have had even better.
Yeah.
Well, that's my bad. I didn't see the box that says saving throws.
We haven't had saving throws come up much in the whole campaign, really.
Oh, shit.
Still frightened.
Yeah, still frightened.
I wasn't frightened before.
You are now. Yeah, you were unconscious. Now you're awake. You're frightened.
Okay, Jim,
Makes
what's
sense.
Rokkr going
Makes
to
a
do?
lot of sense.
So running, what does running do, or sprinting?
Just doubles your movement.
Doubles my
Use your
movement.
action to dash.
You move.
Dash. If I would cast Zephyr Strike first, would it double that?
What does Zephyr Strike? Does it double your movement?
Okay,
Gives me 30 extra.
So you could move 140.
If that's how it works, then yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Right.
you give
So
yourself
he's
an
back,
extra
he's
30
back in
feet
the
and then
last
move and dash.
I need
I'll
to
be
go
moving
slightly to
140 then.
Diplodocus, I'll not be.
Rocker's back in Valaki.
But don't put yourself in a perfect line with Ted.
Not down the hill.
Here?
Oh,
you
can
can-
you?
can you not get
If you can
inside?
make it into the tower, you get in the tower.
Yeah.
Well, where's the door? There. No, that's 50. There. That's
All we've seen of
140
it so
for some
far
reason.
is it fires its breath weapon in a straight line.
All I'll point out to you, Jim, is this is the path here. Oh, mind you, you're spider, Jim, aren't you? So it makes no difference to you.
Yeah.
The fact he could climb 140 feet this turn is quite scary.
I'm going to put myself there behind the back of it.
I mean,
How can you get there and not the door? I'm confused.
I know it's weird, isn't it? But you can't.
Oh,
Yeah.
It doesn't look
really-
right. It doesn't look
like
right.
it's
But
gone
you can't.
further.
I mean, I can get like there. Well,
Tower seems good.
Just
Oh,
remember,
no.
each of those dashed lines is a 100-foot drop. So it might look like you can get down there, but you can't to a degree.
right.
You
Okay.
have to be right up by the tower.
Right. So, shall we say I'm there?
Yeah. Because each one of those is a 100-foot drop between the lines.
Right.
I say
Okay.
I love the fact that you say like to spread out, but look how narrow the path is. We can't spread out.
Right,
We
where was
already know that it only
there?
reaches 60 foot. So as long as we're not all in a 60-foot line. Also, dragons take a while to recharge traditionally, but we'll see. It's about to go.
How good Dave rolls, isn't it?
Yep.
They get to try every turn. If it's something like a 5 or a 6, it's back.
Okay. Are you good, Jim? Are you done?
Dan, I was trying to build
Do I
morale.
have anything else left?
There is no morale.
Could I cast another spell?
You've used your action, your bonus action, and your movement.
You've done the whole lot.
Yeah.
All right. So no, nothing
No,
else.
you're good.
Okay. So Argynvost.
Do I need to do a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, please, Jim. Well done.
Or am I not far enough away, given that I'm in a different
He's
hemisphere?
lucky.
It's actually you. What I'm going to say to you, mate. You don't know. In fact, you can't roll this turn because you're out of its area of effect. That's kind of awkward, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't really think that's what Dave was expecting for you to have just got to the tower.
That was pretty swift. So I'm going to roll a d6 to see if it gets to recharge its.
It doesn't feel particularly fair if it hits us again when we're trying to leave.
breath weapon. Who's closest? Jarek, what you would see from the wind as it's 70 feet in the air, you can see it trying to inhale. As it inhales, the wind knocks it to one side and it doesn't quite take a lungful in as it now. Let's have a think. As it flies 70 feet down, lands and moves the last 10 feet right in front of Jarek. And it bellows in your face and screams as two claws and its jaws attempts to pick up Jarek and eat him. All the time, it's screaming, I have no control. If you do not flee, you must help me. Strahd's power is too great.
It's undead. Can't clerics do some sort of cleric shit?
First claw attack.
Goddamn dragon!
It's undead.
19.
Oh, I'm about to be dead. No, miss.
Second claw attack. 18.
Miss.
Bite attack. 28.
Miss.
Piercing damage.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's rolled low. 12.
So 9. Oh, good tough for you, Boney.
Yep, it's it's not a magical attack. Are you still up?
Stick your thumb in his eye.
Oh,
Stick your thumb in his eye.
Okay, so it's landed right in front of Jarek. And it sounds as if it wants to help you, but its actions are obviously suggesting quite the opposite. And it is now Jarek's turn. Argynvost has landed in front of you. What do you want to do?
What I want to do is very different to what I'll probably do.
Stick your thumb in his eye.
So how? Obviously, we've spotted this gem in it. From my position, how far into the dragon is this gem?
Let's have a perception check.
Don't touch my PP.
Nah.
You can't tell. You can see the glow, and the glow because it's of its the silver flesh and the nature of the fight itself. You can't pinpoint where this gem is.
Okay. And moving, like dragging another person, doesn't cost any. It just slows my
Half
movement
your
down. It doesn't
movement.
take an action, does it?
Half movement speed if you drag him.
Yeah. I'm torn between the sensible thing and the thing that will get Jarek killed. No, I'm going to disengage as my action.
Yep.
And kind of dive for here, tackling Casablanca on the way to try and drag him in with me.
Okay, he doesn't resist. Yeah, he goes with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just kind of both pin ourselves flat against that wall round the corner. And I'm going to start saying quite a few prayers.
Okay. Anything else from you?
Cry.
You've got a bonus action that you could possibly do.
No, I'm all right.
Okay. So you passed your wisdom save, so we don't need to worry about that. That's potentially, Mark, Azriel's turn.
He's got nothing to do.
Okay. So that takes us to Akxikas then.
I'll cast a wall of force in a globe around it.
Ooh.
It gets no saving throw.
Okay, interesting. Go on then. What's happening?
And then I'm going to run like motherfucking fuck after Dan.
Does it last for 10 minutes?
Yep. We can
So
be
unless-
far away in 10 minutes.
Unless it can teleport,
Rokkr
it's
can
stuck
be
in
far
there for
away
10
in 10
minutes with no
minutes.
saves.
Yeah. So I see which way's away. Which way's away?
How big a wall of force can you create? What's the
the
what's the deal?
dimensions can be. Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm on.
That'd be quite big to get a dragon, isn't it?
It is. If I'd cast it as a sphere, radius of 10 feet, so that's 20 feet in total. 20 feet diameter.
Close.
Hmm. And so it doesn't get any saving throws. It doesn't do.
It's. I mean, I don't know. I've got the spell up here. I
Yeah,
could
because
read out
it's
exactly
not
what it says.
affecting the creature. It's just appearing around it. Yeah, wall of force and force cage are pretty good. That they don't have a saving throw. It's just it appears.
If it can cast disintegrate, it can get out instantly.
Right. Okay.
You
That'll
can
destroy
teleport
it.
through it, but you can't move or nothing can pass through it.
It blocks ethereal travel as well. Where is it? Wall of force. Make sure to take that off. And then, yeah, run like fuck. Can we say we'll run away gratifyingly to a safe distance within the 10 minutes?
I think Dave's trying to find the size of the dragon to see if it fits in your.
Yeah.
Well, it does say that if it cuts through any bits of creature, then they're just pushed to one side of the wall or the other, and it's my choice. So if it's got any bits, any extremities that are
So it's the core body, the wings will get pushed inside.
Yeah.
Okay. And its diameter's 20 feet.
Diameter's 20. Well, it's 10-foot radius, so yeah, diameter's 20.
Okay. Right. So in which case, let's wrap the Argynvost in this bubble. What does the bubble look like, Mark? Is it just translucent or what?
It's like I would imagine it as a sort of glow, faintly glowing, not like really, but not really bright lightsaber bright, but like clearly a force shield. You know,
Okay.
it's it looks like it's gonna be hard to get through.
Okay, right.
I'm really gonna give it legs. We've got 10 minutes before that wears off.
Okay, so as this bubble surrounds Argynvost, and we'll say that it traps it in place as well. Then, so part of the wall of force goes into the bridge, anchoring Argynvost to the place into place. Is there any reason that it can't communicate with you?
No,
No,
it can still communicate.
No. You hear it sort of screaming in rage, which seems like this sort of knee-jerk reaction that it's not in control of, and then it will say, "Perhaps you are powerful enough to help. Perhaps you are powerful enough to rid me of this curse.
How?
You must defeat me. You must destroy this vessel and take the gem. Only when you destroy me will the gem be available. I have things that I can help you with."
If we've not got long, we need to get the information, and we'll come back once we've rested. Tell us as much as you can as soon as you can, because we need to leave before you're released.
Before you chow down on my ass.
You cannot outrun me now that I've been set on you. I have no choice. My task is to destroy you.
Can we hide in a tower?
If you come back.
How? Oh, 1 second. Sorry, guys. I just remembered I've got rope trick, so you can climb into another dimension for an hour. Is that enough to do any healing?
Yeah, you could have a short rest
Short
in there.
rest.
And is it completely impenetrable? It can't fly
Yeah,
in. And
No, it's completely impenetrable.
Yeah, it's a different
Unless it can
dimension.
cast
We've got a short rest
disintegrate.
option.
okay, so we've got a short rest. Okay.
Right, let's spend some hit
Do
dice.
you have any vulnerabilities? Well, we're not in there yet. We're talking to a dragon.
Oh,
Do you have any vulnerabilities? Any control at all in terms of keeping yourself in range of us?
It will say you need to try and lash me to the ground as soon as this bubble is gone. Keep me on the ground and attack me with everything that you've got as soon as the force bubble is gone. I will have my breath weapon back.
Mhm.
As it's talking to you, what I'm going to give you all is an automatic pass on its frightful presence. And I'm going to do this metagame. What Argynvost is suggesting, unless you can come up with a better idea, is that you set up to have one full round of attacks against it after the bubble drops.
So not rest him.
You can't. No. You can rest. You can. Because if you've got your rope trick, and there's nothing that
Well, the rope trick we get is for an hour, but the bubble drops in 10 minutes. So if we have a rest and come back out, it's no longer bubbled.
Gotcha.
no, but I mean, we'll have had our rest by then, and we know
We won't have had a
straight
rest.
away.
Well, that won't.
I can swan us all up though.
Yeah, I think.
So let me just do the Argynvost bit. So we're all sort of on the same page. He's suggesting that you've got him trapped now. Wait until this bubble is gone. Hit him with everything that you've got. Basically, what I'm suggesting to you is that how would this work? We would re-roll initiative with the bubble dropping and you placing yourself wherever you want to be.
We can drop the bubble, right? We can roll initiative and drop the bubble after his turn, can't we? So that we start. Because Akxikas can drop it at any point, not on his turn. It's just a drop.
Yeah, we can wait till like 9 minutes.
Yeah, we can re-roll initiative, and then when the dragon's clawed at as soon as he's clawed at the thing, drop it then, and we have a full round after it.
Gotcha. Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm totally down with that.
I'm just not sure whether we can just do enough damage in a single round.
I'll happily put all my smites into it.
I think we've got to give it a go. I'm only on 2 though, which is not very good.
Only got what?
I'm only on 2.
Yeah, have we got any healing before it kicks off?
Yeah, I told you I can.
Yeah, he's got
get the swan.
Actually, yeah, Ted did
Get the
say
swan going.
Have you got prayer of healing, Adam?
No, I've got rid of it, I think.
That's 10 minutes as well, isn't it? So that wouldn't help.
That wouldn't help. That'd run out of time. But no, I think Ted's swan healing is our best chance for multiple healing. But I don't know. I'm almost, if it's got its breath weapon, it's not going to matter for one of us. So it's almost, is it really worth healing up? Because anybody it hits is going straight back down.
Yeah, but if we position ourselves so that only one of us get caught in the breath, the others survive the claws after.
It depends. What other spells have you got at that level, Ted, that could potentially be more useful than?
Hang on, I've got an idea. I can cast. What we can do is we can just leave the place, and as long as we're not right on top of the dragon, we can wait till it swoops down and just as we see him start to breathe, I can put another wall of force around us that will take nothing.
But that doesn't resolve that.
That potentially saves us in the fight, depending on how the fight goes.
It saves us from the breath weapon. That's the idea.
Yeah.
Or you put it up, we let it drop.
Yeah, let the other one drop.
Yeah, it does its attack.
Yeah.
It does its attack. We drop it. Everyone except Akxikas lays into it. Akxikas red is a new force bubble to put back on after.
And we
re-bubble it for a turn, and then we drop it and hit it again.
Yeah, and I'm not going to use all my staff's energy by any means, but I will use. I've got.
How many more times can you bubble?
Another twice without completely.
Without risking the staff.
We could technically get 3 full turns on it if you ready an action each turn to bubble it after we've all been.
I'm not taking a chance with that blowing up. I'll be an absolute pussy without it.
We've not said do blow it up. You can do it 2 more times.
So we can let it drop, smack it,
put it back on it.
My round, I'll save my turn and put that back up again when everyone else is attacked.
It takes its turn, we drop it again, we get a second turn on it, and then you put it on again at the end of that, and drop it again. We get 3 turns on it, and it gets nothing.
That sounds like a plan to me. And it means none of it involves me rolling dice, so there's a chance it might work.
I think that's the best bet. And then obviously we need Rokkr ready to real rip into it arrow wise. Ted, whatever your highest damage is.
I think it's going to be lightning.
I think you need to be going full Tudor on his ass.
Yeah, I think lightning. No, from what I've seen from you previously. Mine's probably spiritual weapon, and then other minor spells on it. They're better than me mace anyway.
How long do Spirit Guardians last?
I'm so far away.
Yeah, but you'll be back by now.
Adam, how long do Spirit Guardians last?
10 minutes.
Would they penetrate it? Could you just stand next to it for 10 minutes with Spirit Guardians on?
I don't know. How does Wall of Force work?
It prevents anything passing through it. Let's have a look. I'll get the exact word.
Can spells go through it? If they can't, then no.
I don't think
they can. Go through it.
So spells can't go through it. Spirit Guardians won't go through it.
I know ethereal things won't go through.
No one's got Cloud Kill, have there? Because that's a good thing to trap it in a bubble with.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
I think that's the only.
But that's our best plan of line up and try and get 3 turns on it and bubble it each turn.
Yeah, so with the exception of Mark, or the rest of us will all get 3 turns of attacking it with something. So lightning, bows and arrows and lightsabers and whatever. And then at the end of the 3 rounds, if we've not killed it, then we roll a new party for next session.
Yeah.
So,
sadly, Flaming Sphere needs to be unoccupied.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to position yourselves up?
Yeah. And I
need to heal before. We're going to go.
There's a lot of point healing.
We can't, right, Mark. We can't do a short rest. That's impossible because we've only got about probably 3 minutes left of this bubble.
Yeah.
And a
Okay.
short rest takes an hour.
You know I've got 2. I'm on 2. Yeah.
Yeah. You just need to stay out of sight.
But with that breath weapon, you can be on 50 and still die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know where everyone is.
53. Well, 57 technically.
Dave.
Yes. They're 2 arches, so there's an entryway that Adam and Casimir went into, that Jarek and Casimir went into, but they're big arches with a flat top with 2 riders. That's
The only
right.
thing
I'm
Yes,
actually on top of this one.
Okay. The only thing is maybe
sure.
stand over here, because you can see the dragon, and if it does breath weapon directly ahead, it won't get you. Because the last thing we need is you to go down.
Where's the dragon?
Me.
So I would suggest if you're over on the cliff ledge there, Mark, you can see it directly.
Where do you want me? Sorry, there. I was going to
No,
stay in this little
I
room.
was going to suggest here, because don't you need to be able to see it?
No. Well, I need to see it to put. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, you need to be able to see it, and if you're readying your action, you might not be able to do it in your turn. It might be a reaction kind of thing. So it's
Right. Okay. So
you need to have vision at all times.
I'll go there.
I'm going to stand directly in front of it in the hope that if it does breathe at anyone, it's me. Just to.
I'll have Azrael fly well out of the way.
I'm the ones out of all of us, I think, that will do the least damage to it. So I will try and keep its attention on me. That if it does get its breath weapon off, it's me.
Okay, first round. Let's go for it. Then.
And 12 seconds before we drop the shield, I'm going to put both. In fact, I'm going to put Hex on it, Hexblade's Curse, and Vow of Enmity.
And I'm just having spiritual weapon up.
And I'm going to go for a P before this happens.
Yeah, I might do that as well. Spiritual weapon for Jarek.
I'll go and be the rhinoceros for a short period of time.
I'm doing a level 4-1 just because it's got an extra D8 damage, just in case.
Fair dues. What's that, Jim?
Did he say rhinoceros?
He did, mate. Yeah.
Oh, on the right plane of existence.
I did wonder where you were going when Rocker's character went flying over the bridge. Then I thought, is he just leaving us? I mean, that's always an option. If it goes wrong, you can just go and hide and run away.
I've got rope trick. I can disappear.
So this is the plan. That's the point. How long does rope trick take to cast?
Is it an action one, or
if it's an action? Well, then we've got climbing speed time, though, haven't we? So it's probably not we put it up and jump in it.
Jamo can.
One action.
Yeah. Jamo can. The rest of us not so much.
The other thing, it lasts for an hour?
Yeah.
Do you get that set up close by just in case it goes to shit, so it's there for us to go in?
Don't see how it'll help. Because all we're doing is hiding in there for an hour with the dragon circling outside.
I mean, for if it goes to shit, not as in instead of. It's if after the 3 rounds we're nowhere near.
No. That's what I get.
But after that hour, we've all short rested and we come back out.
And die
fully healed.
because we come out in a single group below it.
Not necessarily. We come out potentially a few at a time if it hasn't.
I suppose, yeah.
Do we have it just as a backup of it's gone south? We're nowhere near killing it on the third one. I suppose if it's in the bubble, we can go back up and reassess and leave it in that last bubble.
Yeah. Because we've got, in theory, 9.5 minutes in between each round.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. We've got 9.5 minutes in between each round because we can drop it at our choice.
But I'd rather not if I'm putting all my things last for 1 minute.
Yes, but if it's depending on how it goes, we have that break in between each round.
What do you want to do with initiative?
It's up to you.
I'll voluntarily
because
go
these 3
last.
rounds. Because these 3 rounds we're hoping to pin in there. Do you want to re-roll it, or? I mean, the only thing is, because it counts as a new combat when we re-roll, JMO gets an extra attack on it. But it's whether it's worth that or just leaving it in that order, because ultimately the shield's going around it, regardless of where it falls.
Well, this is where I'm struggling with initiative. So what you're suggesting is you're waiting until it attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I'm thinking with initiative is it's not going to attack until the bubble drops.
Yeah,
So
so
we
it just
wouldn't
passes
know.
its turn, doesn't it?
So this is if you think of it that you're conversing with this thing, it's neutral to you at the minute, and then all of a sudden something goes wrong and you're starting a fight. Then it's just a normal initiative roll.
So is it? And not? Are we literally drop the bubble? We all get a lick in.
They can all stand with this. They can literally stand ready with the weapons. So the second I drop
But,
it,
yes, but that means we only get a single attack. We don't get a full round. But yes,
yeah. But for my attack, if for my thing, if I rebubble it after you've all attacked.
But this
what we're saying is we can't necessarily do that because we don't know where it's going to fall. And Dave's saying we don't get the idea because it's not going to claw at a wall for us to indicate it's dropped.
But I assume then that we're all going to die. I can't think of anything else to do.
Because we have to stick with the initiative order. It's a very smart beast. This is, and it's
Do you have to dismiss the wall? Does it take an action or anything, Mark? Or
No.
No.
That's the other thing. He could ready casting it, drop it, and then as soon as it makes an action, re-put it on. Then the first time we might only get one, maybe no people getting a turn. But then we find where it is in the order.
And just go again.
I mean, it might just be Mark red as it drops it, and as soon as it makes any form of movement, he re-puts it on. Because that'd be a way around it, wouldn't it, Dave? And then it's just randomly where we drop into the turn order.
we've we've got to make it as fair as possible.
Yeah.
So what I'm struggling with, I'm quite comfortable with the fact that you're going to have a slight advantage because Akxikas can drop this. So you can have, and not only that, Akxikas can telepathically communicate. Is it just one person, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he could telepathically link with Nik and line up.
And then they can just go, no!
Yeah, but when you say now, what's Argynvost going to do? Is he going to say, oh, yeah, wait, have you had your turn? Yeah, no, it's my turn. He's not. As soon as you say now, is a coiled spring.
Yeah, it's just going to be normal initiative. We're going to have to take a chance that we roll higher.
Do you not want me to be the person you contact? Because I'm fairly certain that a bolt of lightning going straight through the dragon might be a signal for everyone else.
It'll still, yeah.
It's less that. It's more Nik's first turn can be a lot of damage.
Yeah. No worries.
I've got nothing. We can't run. We can't fight. Now I've got nothing.
Shit or bust.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just how it's going to work with the dropping it.
Well, I'm only going to be able to do it because I'll be unconscious before I get to do anything else.
No, if it doesn't go for you.
Yeah, but what's the likelihood of that?
That's why I'm staying directly in front of it.
Flagging him off.
I'm happy to give it. I'm happy to. I'll go with anything at this stage. As I say,
If we are going for it, I think it wants to be Nick getting the lead in.
What's the range of your wall of force? How far away can you be to do it?
Let's see. It's got 120-foot range.
So you can stand quite a hefty way away and do it if you're worried about it going straight for you, because there is a chance with it being intelligent, it's going to go for you as the one that can put it in the wall of force.
Yeah.
But it's whether the good side's the intelligent bit or the animalistic killing side's the intelligent bit. Because the animalistic killing side might just go for me because I'm there.
I'll stand 120 feet away.
Yeah. Just put yourself a walking great distance from the damn thing.
Can you still see it?
We can say 120 feet, Mark. We can.
Yeah.
If we need to move your
After the fact,
token 120 feet, then well, I
It's
say
somewhere
that there's not.
Yeah.
as long as he's out of line of the breath weapon initially, I mean, there's not a lot we can do if it flies over to him and lands on him.
Yeah.
Right. So it's just going to be a case of.
So the only thing I'm going to do from Casimir's perspective is Casimir is as you've been discussing this, and he's bricking it now, and he's saying, you know what, I brought you guys here because I thought you were going to be able to my best chance of getting to aid my sister, but I didn't realise we were going to come across this. You've discussed healing magic. Why aren't we healing up as much as possible before we attempt this, just in case? Would be Casimir's argument.
How much healing can people do?
Does he have a lot of healing ability?
Casimir has, if I remember rightly, has absolutely none.
Then he should shut up.
One second. He has a potion, which he is drinking.
The problem here is there's no way to answer that in game because we just know that it works better to save the healing.
Okay, is it go time? What's the plan?
I think it's go time. We see how it happens. I mean, worst case scenario, one or two of us goes down and Mark puts the bubble back up and we rethink.
Yep. So we're trying to time it that everyone else is readying an action, and Mark telepathically tells me go and drops it as I start my turn.
Yeah.
Sure. So,
is that fine with everyone else?
It's not going to do you much good where you stood, though, Dan.
Well, yeah. And I'm guessing we can't get past it, so I can't be on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Bubble, I'm assuming, is blocking the bridge.
You have 3 uses of Misty Step, don't you?
Yeah. But can I walk there?
10 minutes.
How? It's pretty constrained, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's
Is the space okay? Is the space for me to get in there and just get on its back? Because I can Misty Step into that bubble and just put down into its back. No, magic can't go through. You can teleport in and out.
Okay.
But the answer to force cage is a creature that can teleport. You can't force cage a creature that can teleport.
Well, you can. It'd just be pointless.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing. I go in and hope it being restrained is enough to plough a sword through its back. If people can heal me up a bit to survive.
We've actually Nick in a blender.
The spells can't pass through, so they can't heal you through the.
I mean, before I go in.
Gotcha. So, in terms of the dragon in a bubble, if you envisage this as a hamster wheel, it would be so a hamster wheel this big. It's going to be able to sort of spin around. If it wraps its wings to its back, it's got 4 claws and a tail. It'd be a whirling dervish in there. It'd be like it going into a blender.
Would it not like be disadvantage for being technically restrained? Because it's not quite a hamster. There's not that much leeway. Isn't it like literally?
Yeah, no. So
tough
if
shape?
this is the hamster ball, it's not a hamster size. It's all I'm thinking is, how can it not hit you?
Yeah.
It can
I think
scrabble around and spin in any direction.
Clinging. I'm not teleporting onto the ground. I was going on its back.
Yeah, it's still going to be getting to you though. There's no way you're avoiding it if you go in there with it.
No, it could only get it, but if he's holding on to its neck, it could only get him with the tail.
Well, or if you're the other thing I'm thinking is, I know because I've created such a problem here, haven't I? If you're clinging onto its back, all it's got to do is stand up, and you're crushed.
That's a good point.
It is a skeletal dragon, though, so
I think going in into it is
gaps in it.
Okay. That's the other thing is if that does go to shit and it's nearly wounded and it gets away, bubble it 30 feet above the ground and I can still go in.
Yes. Yeah, that's not a terrible ending. If it tries to flee,
then I can finish it off.
If you still bubble it when it flees. If it flees, bubble it.
Bubble it, and then I'll go in and deal with it after. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Right.
we're going back to plan 1 of.
Yeah. Well, I think plan 1 was run away. I think we're on plan 7.
So everyone readying something for when the bubble drops, but Akxikas telling me mentally when it drops.
Yeah.
So that I get the first round.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So what we'll do is when we're ready, we'll roll initiative, but Nik gets a surprise round. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And
Okay.
before we dropped it, as I said, I've put Hexblade's Curse and Vow of Enmity on it just before we're ready.
Where are you standing? You've still not moved your dude.
Where am I here? If I can't get round the back, I'll stand at the front. But if I could get round the back, I'd be stood behind it.
Yeah. You can get around the back then, Dan. That's fine. And all of your hex and vows, you can do in as a bonus action on your surprise turn.
All of them. No, I can't do them all on the surprise turn, which is why I'm setting them up ready. Hex lasts an hour. Oh, the hex I can't. Vow of Enmity and Hexblade's Curse aren't spells. It's just me marking it as this is my prey. Whereas, yes, you're right. Hex would have to be
your bonus action on your first.
My bonus action on the first turn, but the other 2 were done ready.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. Everyone in position.
Yes.
Ready as I'll ever be, I guess.
Just a quick check. I can give myself guidance, can't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of ever so slightly, because it's slightly bigger than you think. So I'm just going to move Nik. You're back 5, Jarek. I'm going to move you back 5, and you are next to it. Its square is kind of here.
Mm-hmm. Don't be in a line, and are other people readying spells to go off at the same time as mine then, or readying things to go off? Well, no, you're readying a force cage.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, mine would be smacking it with the hammer.
Is Fester in position? You're staying there, Ted. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Just measuring how far away I was. Yeah, because I can see him, so I'm guessing I'm going to need to be able to see him to actually cast stuff at him.
I have to see him. Right, are we rolling initiative at that then?
Yeah, let's go with.
Do I need to
No
roll?
time.
We're level 8, aren't we?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. There's an ability I got which might actually.
Unexpected error map tools is closed. No.
I've just had that as well.
Yeah, it's behaved. Stayed around.
Whoa! I've rolled really high.
What do we do? Just close it?
Yeah, I just pressed OK.
Okay. I need to roll initiative.
Oh, Nick.
Okay. That's lined up perfectly. Akxikas can put it back in a bubble on his turn.
Yeah.
But would we know, Dave?
No, well.
Sorry, say again.
The way it's lined up, Akxikas can put it in a bubble on his turn, but would we technically know? Would that be metagaming?
Oh, it's just what he does in his turn, isn't it? He can't...
So what you're saying is Nik gets his surprise round, Jarek gets a hit, Akxikas bubbles it again. Yeah.
But would we know it's about to go? That seems
Hold on.
I'm trying to find the range on that on my mental thingy. I don't know where to find it. It's not counted as a spell, is it?
No, it'll be a feature.
Is this for your warlock thing?
Yeah. No, I can't find it under anything, you know. Just thinking I may need to move closer so I can.
So the very last thing I'll have just as it drops down, because I assume this is coming up to the 10 minutes now. We've dropped it. Is my ring of healing will have healed me D6 hit points in this 10 minutes we're waiting.
Sure.
I don't think it's going to be particularly relevant, but you never know.
You're an elephant.
Well, that managed to roll cocked on my screen. How does a digital dice roll cocked?
I mean, at least it's.
Sorry, awaken mind. You can telepathically speak to any creature you can see within 30 feet.
So I'll move to 30 feet.
Yeah, it'll have to just be closer then if that was the. So back to where you was on the ledge there, basically.
Is that close enough? Can I get him from there? Hang on.
Yeah, you're within 30 of Nick there.
35 of Nick, yeah.
I'll have to get one more.
Oh, I'll have to move one more.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So. So that means this round.
Find that, Dave? Sorry.
It was in features and traits. The sorcerer features comes first, and then warlock features is underneath. Okay, so bubble drops.
Yep.
Nick misses with all his attacks.
Right. Okay. Just before we do this, you've had 10 minutes to converse with Argynvost as it's fighting its the control on it. What Argynvost is going to tell you in the meantime is that when you explored Castle Ravenloft, you saw Jarek saw a heart in a tower. If you recall,
the top of the tower, the glowing red.
Yep. Argynvost will tell you that is the Heart of Sorrow. That is similar to what you would know of a Lich's phylactery. That can store some of Strahd's essence. To destroy Strahd, you need to destroy the Heart of Sorrow. While it exists, not only can he regenerate, but he can pump some of his life into it or regain some life from it.
As in the dragon can?
No, Strahd can.
Okay.
Argynvost will also go on to tell you that the mansion at Argynvost Holt, there's a crypt, there's a mausoleum that was built specifically to entomb Argynvost himself. If you manage to defeat him, and you are able to at some point place his skull within his mausoleum at Argynvost Holt, then it would create a beacon of hope for the whole of Barovia.
And that crypt, is near Strahd or in this place?
It's in Argynvost Holt, which is his mansion.
Yeah.
Have we heard of that yet?
Yes. It's the place that you decided not to visit because it was full of revenants.
Oh, okay. So where the undead camp have set up.
Yeah, and he will go on to and he will go on to suggest that if you, a lot of his knights, a lot of his followers, their curse is to hunt Strahd because he defeated Argynvost. If you can prove that Argynvost has been put to rest, you will put the revenants to rest and maybe find an ally with the revenants.
And also checking with Argynvost, is he going to start healing over time, or once he's dead, is he staying dead, or is he gonna?
The only way that Strahd has been able to reanimate him is with the use of the gem. If you take the gem and you entomb his skull, he cannot come back. You will be putting him to peace.
Does the skull need to be a very quick?
No.
No. Okay.
at your leisure.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Right, should we roll some dice then?
Your mama.
Yeah.
So, bubble drops. Argynvost lands on all fours, ready to pounce. Surprise round. Nick gets a turn.
Bonus action hex.
Okay.
I'm going to attack, and I've got advantage because of Vow of Enmity.
Wow, that's a big hex. I'm going to take that off. That's too big.
Does your sun sword do extra damage because he's an undead beastie?
Presumably it's undead, but we'll find out if I hit it.
We're about to confirm what we know.
20.
If 20,
20
misses,
hits.
Okay, third level smite.
Okay.
Is it undead?
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm going to roll them all together. Do I need to do any certain damage types differently? In fact, no, it's all radiant and necrotic.
Right, 1 second.
I'm gonna go and choke a chinchilla.
Let me just double check. I didn't have
Chinchilla.
a chinchilla. Yes, necrotic is resistant to.
So I'll roll the d6 separate.
Okay.
I'm just working out the dice I need. So it's undead, so it gets an extra d8 off the sword.
Yep.
It is undead, so a third level smite is... Where a smite's going to be? Because I've not done it against undead for a while. (2d8 plus 1 for each spell level, so 3. So it's 4d8 off that. Okay. So the first hit, all of this is radiant plus 11. And I've got 1d10 and 5d8. So this plus 11. That's 43.
Yeah.
And then the necrotic is another 1 if it's resistant. So 44 damage off the first hit.
Yep.
Second attack with advantage.
Yep.
Ugh, 15.
15 misses.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that was the turn.
That's the turn. At the end.
Did everyone else have anything readied, or?
Well, yeah, we all.
You had the surprise round.
Okay.
Then it's the
that's
normal ones.
At the end of your turn, it's going to take its legendary action.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to use a wing attack. The obvious person to attack would be Nick after that.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
$13, probably not good enough.
Nope. You're going to take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And you are knocked prone.
Okay.
Let's put prone on you, and it. And the dragon can then fly up to half its flying speed.
Okay.
Which is 40.
So opportunity attack.
Yeah. Disadvantage.
and advantage, so it cancels out.
Cancels out. And Adam, you get opportunity attack as well.
The spectral hammer doesn't, but can I use mine to do the spectral hammer or not?
Yeah, go on then.
23 to hit.
Nice. 23 does hit.
We've somewhat forgot about the concept of legendary actions. Oh well.
3rd level smite again.
9 to hit, so it doesn't matter for
2nd
me.
level. I need to do a Constitution saving throw to see if my hex is still on.
Did it take its damage from the thunder thing that you put on it when it moved?
I didn't put a thunder thing on it. I did a normal attack. D10 and 3 because I realised I put 1 too many. D8 on it last time. I'll take 1 off it this time to equal out at 4. So this plus 11 again. 28 plus a D6. So half of that. So another 30 damage on it.
Oh.
Because I'm a level 7 paladin, Vengeance Paladin, when I hit someone with an opportunity attack, their speed is reduced to 0.
Sweet.
And I can move half of my speed as a reaction, so I'll stand up.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
Excellent. So it can't. Hold up. So at the end of your turn, it's used its legendary action, which has knocked you down. You've used your reaction. Hold up.
Get right back up again.
Yeah. So it's kind of all happening at the same time, isn't it?
Danny boy.
So it can't. Yeah. So it's locked in. It's locked. It
Yeah,
can't move.
when I hit someone with an opportunity attack, Oh, that would have been a booming blade, so it's also got an extra D8. No, at 5th level or higher, it goes up to a D8 when you hit with a booming blade. It's got a D8 of thunder damage.
But it's not. I thought it has to move.
No, there's 2 parts of booming blade.
Yeah.
There is you hit it and get a D8.
Yeah.
An additional D8, and then if it moves, it takes another 2D8 for moving.
Okay.
As the cantrip scaling, it goes up by a D8 as part of the damage. This is thunder. I don't know if it's going to do full or less, but there's another 2 thunder damage on it.
Right. So that is surprise round done. Takes us to Jarek's turn.
Yeah. Well, I don't think this is going to be anywhere near as impressive. So bonus action will just be get the hammer to have a swing again.
Okay.
You can do it.
No, I've not rolled anything above a 4 so far this session. Kind of almost think just whacking Spirit Guardians up is fine, but it's just going to fly away from me next turn.
How long is its movement reduced to 0 for?
I assume just this turn.
It doesn't specify, because I don't think it was expecting the movement to be part of a legendary action when they wrote the rules. Yeah, when you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, you can reduce the creature's speed to 0. It doesn't say how long for.
Taxes.
It'd be for its turn or on this legendary because it was a legendary action. It's just
Or
cancelled
until
the
its
movement of the
turn?
legend. No, it on its turn. If you're going to allow it to, I'm going to let it move.
Yeah.
Sorry, Adam. What we're doing?
I don't know. I'm almost tempted to just attempt to hit it with slow instead, rather than everything else. To slow it down and reduce its attacks, but can't imagine it'll probably pass the save. It's legendary as well, so it'll probably pass them anyway. Yeah, I'm going to try and hit it with slow. So it's a DC 15 Wisdom save just to try and drag out. I imagine it's got legendary resistance.
It has, and it. Sorry, wisdom save. Did you say?
But yeah, wisdom 15. Just going off the hope that generally undead doesn't
14.
particularly great. Failed.
It
Right.
will use a legendary resistance to
There we go.
pass.
Yeah, that's me done.
Okay.
But you took the resistance off it. I think
Yeah, that's
three.
yeah.
Akxikas.
Am I bubbling him again?
I think so.
I'll bubble him.
Okay, it's bubbled.
We've got 10 minutes
At
to think about.
sorry, I'm just going to backpedal ever so slightly. At the end of Jarek's turn, he's going to take his last legendary action of this turn and tail attack against Jarek.
Yeah.
Which is 26 to hit, 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yarek's down. Which is, I think, the first time I've had to say that this campaign.
Okay, so he's bubbled again. You've got 10 minutes. Jarek's unconscious.
Starting with a single lay on hand point to pick Jarek up.
Yeah.
You can get rid of my hammer though, Dave.
It's not concentration.
Not hammer time.
One, it's not concentration. Is the hammer inside the bubble?
Just wait, you little boobler.
Is the hammer inside the bubble?
Surely.
No, it's not or does the hammer say as long as you're conscious, or is it
only lasts for a minute, but doesn't
if
say.
It's been, could you catch it in the bubble and leave the hammer in there for the minute?
Doesn't say.
Not while he's unconscious, I would say.
No, I wouldn't have
been conscious for 6 seconds.
Are we going to go through all that again?
Let's talk to the dragon again. How fucked up are you? You're gonna have to try harder than that. It's aware of your what it will say to you is if you can keep that up, you've got him. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you won't disclose the fact that you can only do this once more.
No.
Well, I think next time we just have to let it out and Mark only bubble it if it's going wrong and get everyone get their licks in.
I'm on 4 hit points.
I'm on 2. Remember, I'm on 2.
I'm on 1. What do you want to do about it?
Can we ask the dragon if any of that damage felt spicier than others?
All of it did. It's not vulnerable to anything, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah. It's just that, obviously, if it was weak to radiant, then I might have changed my spells. But
I think we just have to do that again, but this time don't rebubble it, and we all just get a licks in as much as we can. I don't think we can do enough healing to actually make it matter, Dan.
I mean, we can survive claw attacks, but not a breath attack.
Yeah. Well, neither of us, no one can at the moment. Everyone's on low enough hit.
If we're not healing, we need to get going soon because my abilities only last for a minute.
Well, we don't need longer than that, do we?
But if we're not healing,
I mean, best I can chuck out is 2 mass healing words just to top everyone up a little bit, but
not really worth. No, it's not really worth it because we won't survive a hit.
Exactly, this is what I mean. There's nothing we've got that will make us survive a hit without burning all of our spells on healing.
Mm-hmm.
Same again?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yep.
And then just go for it this time.
Initiative. Oh, fuck off.
Message again.
That's, for some reason,
minus 2.
Unexpected bell end has occurred.
God damn it.
So Casimir is getting in.
Does that mean its dex is better than Fester's, or should Fester be above it?
I got a 4.
Not fucking rolling tonight.
What's your dexterity, Fester?
Same here, Jay. I've not rolled anything over a 4 this tonight.
That was a 1.
Dex 15?
Yeah, you can go first.
My only high rolls have been initiative
Ooh.
rolls, and that's it.
I know, Jim, you've been really unlucky with this.
Yeah, because I really wanted him
Akxikas
to go before it got rebubbled because he can do some serious damage.
is going after Argynvost, so we've committed to this. We're going to have to go for it. See what happens. Nick, do what you're doing.
Let's lay in exactly the same. So, advantage 16.
This is
Advantage. That's a 19, and because of Hexblade's curse, I crit on 19s.
come on then, Dan.
Rather not.
I had a big crit earlier.
Right. So 8d8, 2d10 plus 11.
Yep.
Oh,
46.
Okay.
It's the hex, which is another 3. 49 damage.
Okay. It's hurt now.
Haven't used a bonus action, but I don't think there's anything I can do with that bonus action that's actually useful. No.
Okay. Right, takes us to Casimir. Casimir is going to cast Magic Missile at 5th level. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Someone roll 7d4 for me, please.
Okay, hang on.
Do you want me to do that?
Yes, please.
You want? I'll roll
got it,
really
I've
high
got it.
now.
Oh, Ted's got it. 7d4 plus 7, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Casimir is then going to duck back here. I did forget the legendary actions, so I'm going to use first legendary action will be wing attack again against no, because it didn't work last time.
I like beans, me.
Oh, that's interesting. The wing attack says each creature within 10 feet, so that would have been Jarek as well. So it is going to use its wing attack. So Jarek and Nick needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Jarek's not within 10 feet of me, as you know. Dragon's taken up more of
that. Dexterity saving throw, Adam, please.
Can you guys actually hear me?
Yeah.
I just lost internet completely for a bit, so I went offline and everything.
Oh.
Just having to reconnect everything. Just give me 2 secs.
Yeah. Sure.
What saving throw? Sorry.
Dex saving throw.
He's not within 10 feet of me, is he?
There's no point. I'll just take the damage.
Or is it halved or is it completely avoided?
No.
Right, you both take 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
Damn it.
Who's down?
Both.
Jarek.
Both down?
Yeah.
Okay. Casimir's had his turn. Jarek, death saving throw.
What did Casimir do?
Magic
5
missile.
magic missile.
Okay. Now, do you roll a death saving? I've never actually had to do
Just
this.
D20.
I'll just roll a d20. I don't know if there was an actual button for it somewhere.
On fail. Festus' turn.
Right.
So 2 of your party members have dropped down to unconscious.
Yeah. And I'm nowhere near them. Just having a quick goose.
The cat's been ultra cute on the bed. I feel to go and grab him, but I'm not going. It's been noticed that animals do be cute on purpose, pets.
Yeah.
They don't know that they're being cute. They just know that if they do this thing, then that you come over and stroke them and give them attention. So they're like, look at me, I'm so cute. Come give me a stroke. Okay. What were we waiting for? Did somebody go to the loo or something?
I'm just reading some healing stuff, that's all.
Nothing like that. Pretty good. Pretty good.
When you said he looks injured, Dave, as in just starting to take damage, or
He is at the point. He's less than half.
yeah.
Well, I can only do.
I've dealt over
only
100 damage, but
I know I
That's
can only
really
deal.
good, mate.
I can only deal healing word to one of you. I can't get both of you hurt.
I can. I'll
Down
set
to priority if you can healing word someone.
I can twin spell a healing word on my turn and get you both.
oh, we might need that as well.
But that's going to be obviously my turn done.
That's only the bonus
It's
action.
bonus action.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
Yeah.
your main
going
action.
am I? This round.
Like a boss.
Yeah, Jim's got a full round, assuming, depending on what Argynvost does.
Right.
My bum smells.
So I'm going to have to fucking move forwards as well. Just to get to you, bunch of
Giant silver chicken.
tarts.
That's what I don't need.
Why are you all the way over there?
It's all the lettuce that we've been eating.
It is the lettuce, yeah.
You're within 60 of Nick.
Yeah. Which is what I needed.
Yeah.
Which is... So we don't need to do any mass healing, do we? We just need to get you up.
Yeah, just as long as we're on the feet. It might not matter. They might still go back down again, but there's only so much.
Yeah,
you
yeah. So we'll just use a level 1 on you. 1d4 plus 5. Have 6.
And I am going to pretend that I've not been brought back and just stay unmoving.
Performance, please.
Ooh.
Or deception. You know what? You can have. No. It's got to be performance. That.
Okay.
Sorry, there's no need for that.
19.
Oh, nice. Yep, because I think we all know what he was going to do.
Yeah.
Have a little pudding, like a yogurt.
Right.
I've got a question, Dave.
Muller rice.
How do I get hit points back and get off this Dave save? Oh, no, there we go. I click it.
Yeah.
How much was it? Sorry, Ted? 6.
6.
Yeah, 6. Yeah.
I'm just going to say it. We already know it's quite stormy, don't we, Dave?
Yeah.
That's
I did
good.
specifically say the word stormy just in case.
Yes.
Are there any Daniels involved?
I was double checking.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's bring the lightning.
Dan, check your messages.
Let's bring that line in.
Uh,
So it's going to be.
Your
Sorry, yeah,
wisdom.
come on, Dave.
your
If you
bonus
click on the
action,
spells tab,
you've
it'll
cast
say
a
it.
spell.
Oh,
So only action is a cantrip this round.
tits.
Yeah.
Oh, as in just the modifier wisdom.
Uh,
Wisdom, JMO.
Where's my wisdom?
Yeah, whatever your plus for your wisdom is.
Spell attack.
No, no.
That bit.
What's your wisdom?
16
Plus 3.
plus 3.
oh, it's got the best part of fuck all to do then.
Right. So that could
I've
heal
not
4
adjust.
times.
I can just give you a goose to play with as well, though, can't I? Instead.
Action. Bring back Cinder. This will be the third use. No, it
the
won't.
second.
Second. Wicked. Where's Cinder going to appear?
Right in his
Right on
head.
the dragon's balls.
Hey, fair enough. That seems fair to me. So it has to make a dex saving throw.
Yeah, DC 16.
Okay, saving throw. Rolls a 12.
So 2d6.
Wicked. Chip, chip, chipperoo. 6 damage. 6 fire damage. Got it.
And you've
Festerdon.
got a cinder to play with as well. Sadly, yeah.
Okay. Right. Now, what I'm going to do, at the end of Festus' turn, it can now use its tail attack on Cinder. Unfortunately, because Nick rolled well. So, to attack Cinder, 25 to hit, 21 points of bludgeoning damage against Cinder. How many hit points does Cinder got?
Sorry, I got. That's funny.
Is the goose cooked?
I think he's still alive.
He is just, I think.
Yeah.
The goose is not dead.
It is, however, Argynvost's turn.
But that's the point of the goose.
Yep. Agreed.
Hit points 5 times over your druid level. So 5
So 30.
5 plus 5 times over your druid level. So 45. And you did it
21.
21. So
10 fives are 50, you know.
It
Not big, no.
should, on your character sheet, you should be able to. Anyway, yeah, we'll sort that another time. So, Argynvost, what's he going to do? He's got his breath back and back. He doesn't know Nick's up. He knows that Jarek's down. He's got Cinder in front of him.
I mean, in all fairness, Cinder doesn't have to be on the ground.
No, he's flying. He's I've
Yeah.
got him in sort of hovering in midair next to the dragon's balls. She's
Yeah, I'm just thinking. So it's at the side. So obviously you're going for the tail whip anyway, aren't you? But yeah. So we'll put him on the tail side, don't we?
I have a feeling, as much as I hate to say it, Mr. Downing,
Do it!
he's coming at you. He's aware,
Like a buzzard.
the literal buzzard, the position that you're in, and the fact that you've been creating these globes that have been
doing Michaels.
Yeah. What he's going to do, Dan, I don't know if you want to do anything about this. He is going to launch
I'm going to
off.
swing.
Yep. Okay. So before I move him, I'll let you do your thing.
No advantage. Straight roll on this.
You're not prone. Oh, you are prone. Yes.
I am. 21. That hits, so.
Yep.
I'm putting another smite in.
Okay, so he can't move.
Is movement 0 again?
Okay.
Yes! Go down!
He's still going to fucking breath you to death.
Yeah.
Well, no, he might go for Dan now because he's aware Dan's up.
That's the problem.
Oh yeah, Dan stabbed him in the butty.
Yeah.
24 damage. But there's no hex because the hex dropped when I went down. The other two didn't.
Okay.
And then I'll stand back up with my half movement.
Yeah. So that makes it his turn. So he is going to turn towards you, and
Did he shout,
Ooh.
"Stay
Oh,
down"?
was it his legendary action to move away, or was it his turn?
it was
His
his
turn.
turn.
Yeah, that's all right. So he's not moving off again after it's.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, so he's going to attack you. And yeah, it's going to be claw. 31.
Yep.
16 damage.
Down.
So it's going to be. He's going to continue to claw and bite. No, he's going. Yeah, he's going to claw and bite you for 2 extra negative death saves.
So he's got advantage on the attacks in case he rolls a double 1. They're not auto hits; they're just auto crits.
Yeah. He critted with the first claw and 25 with the bite.
Okay, so I'm dead.
You're
Dead.
No, you're not dead. You've got
I am.
1 death save
I
left.
haven't, because it's an auto crit which takes up 2 death saves. I've just taken 4 death saves.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that then. So you're on. It'll be 1, and then he'll fly towards Akxikas for his last attack.
He can't move though.
Yeah, his movement's
I've stopped him
reduced.
moving. That's not. Yeah, that's permanent.
Okay,
That's
I'm
done.
not going to kill you, mate. You're down and bleeding out. You've got 1 death save left, and he's going to use his last attack on Cinder then. 31 to hit Cinder, 13 piercing damage.
Cinder's still going.
That's a total of 32 against. Hold up, 33 against Cinder. So he's still up. Okay. So it's going to be a big save. Right, Jim, your turn.
Come on, Jim. Save your Jim.
Jesus Christ. Right, how I only get 1 bonus action, don't I?
Yep.
Per turn. So it would be more advantage to use Healing Spirit on Dan than Hunter's Mark, wouldn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to cast Healing Spirit on Dan.
Yeah.
So I'll call for Fourth and Nature Spirit to soothe the wounded. An intangible spirit appears in the space that is 5-foot cube you can see within range, which is 60 foot. Spirit looks like a transparent beast or fey, your choice. Fey. Until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time or on a turn or starts their turn in there, they can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 points to that creature. No action required. The spirit can't heal constructs or undead. The spirits heal a number of times equal to 1 plus my spellcasting ability. So that's 4 times it can heal, and then it disappears. I'm casting that on Dan.
Yeah.
And I will be casting nothing else. I think I'm just going to attack it with my longbow. So please be good.
Misses.
Second attack.
Hits.
And for 14.
Yep.
And that's all I've got, fortunately.
Are you up, Dan?
No, it's at start. If I start my turn under it, I get up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Any movement, Jim?
But no.
Okay.
I'm staying on my ivory tower.
Mark, it's looking ropey. It's still possibly beyond your ken, but what's Akxikas doing?
Oh, sod it. It's going to come for me next. Hopefully he'll not just one-shot me to actual death. I can cope with being knocked out. So I'm going to just hit him with everything I can for this last round, see what can happen. So first off, I'm going to start by giving him an old lightning bolt through the staff.
Okay.
As my main action.
Oh, the Staff of Power.
Yeah. That puts me down to 5 charges left. Let's see if we can do damage.
What's your DC?
It's going to pass the saving throw. It's where's the DC? Where is it? Sorry, mate. 15 dex.
Yeah, it rolls an 18, so yeah, it doesn't have to use a legendary, just passes it.
So it's half of this.
15.
And bonus action is going to be what's it called? Eldritch Blast.
Yay!
I've got 2 beams.
Quicken spell.
No, it's oh yeah, I can quicken. Yeah, of course. Sorry, because that's I've just used my main action. So yeah, I'll quicken spell, which is how many sorcery points is that? Sorry, people. Should have really had this.
Start your turn, Dan.
I'll heal 6.
Yeah.
I'll heal a d6.
So that's before death save, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, where is it? Quicken spell. 2 sorcery points.
Yep.
So I've used 2 sorcery points to quicken that.
Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. This is where it doesn't matter because it didn't hit him. It didn't hit him anyway.
I'm just quickly going to disconnect and reconnect because my router's going wappy.
Okay, dude.
24.
That hits. Second beam.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
You get inspiration.
I've already got it.
Oh, you give it to someone?
I'll give it to someone else who hasn't got it. You use yours, didn't you, Dan?
Yeah.
You can have it.
Damage route?
Right, so the first beat, will it do
3d10, add twice your proficiency. Yeah.
So this is your crit one.
Yep.
16, and then just roll another one.
No, not 2d10. This one's just a 1d10.
Oh, this one's just 1.
Yeah, it's done crit twice.
1d10 plus 4. 8.
And the damage is plus. What's the plus to damage?
It's alright, we've done it.
Or 8.
Yeah. Is it still alive?
So what are we, 24? Yes.
Oh.
But he's not on much. Any movement? Anything else from Akxikas?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Run away!
run away as far as how much? What's my movement? 30.
Yeah.
30.
Not sure how quickly you can run away from a dragon, but
I'm going over there.
Okay, done.
Start my turn. JMO heals me for 6, and I stand back up and get my whole turn.
Yep.
If you
Not
move out
6,
of that,
a d6.
yeah, a d6. Yeah, sorry. Who rolls that? Me.
You do. Yep. I mean, it doesn't matter what the number is. You standing me up. That's the important thing.
5. But if you move
Conan
out
music
of it
starts playing in the
and
background.
then move
I
back
think
into it,
no, I think you can only benefit from it once a turn. So I'm going to start my bonus action in Healing Word Jarek.
Okay.
It does almost like it worked.
So
'cause he's
when
back.
Adam's back, he gets 7 hit points and he's conscious again.
Yep.
And then for my action, my movement, I'm going to stand up.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to hit it, and now I do have advantage again.
Okay.
Power, Dan, come on.
19.
Just enough.
Okay, I'm going to put a first level smite into it.
Yeah.
So this plus 11. 35.
It's not down.
Second attack with advantage. $16. Not enough.
I can't give him an advantage, inspiration on that, can I?
I already had advantage.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Are you back, Adam? Are you okay?
I think so.
You have 7 hit points.
Oh, I'll disconnect again. Do I get more?
Shut up.
I am on Casimir's turn, just in case. I might backpedal this. He is going to hold his action to cast another. He's going to move there. He's going to hold his action to cast another. How many slots has he got? A 4th level magic missile, in case you don't kill it this turn. Jarek's
I mean,
turn.
he's lost the spell slot anyway. We did not just loose it. Is he letting us kill it?
Yeah.
Go, Jarek!
Ideally, without you mentioning it, Dan.
Go, Jarek! Go!
For what? Is my mace even still here? I don't know how long I've been down for.
Yes, it is. I believe we discovered.
Okay, well, use that first, then I'll work out what the hell I'm doing. I'm not hitting.
It's very low hit points.
16 misses.
Well, yeah, but I haven't rolled anything reasonable today, Dan. So
Yeah, it's a shame.
yeah, I've not
Now's
actually
the time.
hit it once. Got really nothing to hit it with other than just.
You got the touch. Dun, 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 dun. You got the power.
Yeah. Sorry. Bit of stamp bush.
Live.
Win.
I'm just to do something distant. I'm going to channel my divine spark.
Okay.
Is that what it's called now?
That's what it's called now. So it's a cons. Oh no, it's really low save. Oh, sorry, I've said it now. It's a con save of 11.
Okay.
I have the cheese meister.
Rolls 29.
Yeah.
That's okay. So it takes half of this. It takes 5.
What's this?
Oh, it must be on a nuts trump.
What are you doing?
Channeling my divine spark. So it's the. Oh no, the playtest cloak stuff's gone, isn't it? Sorry, that was an old playtest thing that I've left on my character sheet.
Ah.
Ignore that. Cancel that. I can't do that. I haven't got that ability anymore. Yeah, that was off the playtest sheet. Hang on. I didn't realise I'd left it on my character. So I would have had this planned out what I was doing, but obviously I wasn't online. That's a range, so that'd be a disadvantage.
That's fireball on Dan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've not done that for a while. Can I fireball down? Actually, it's not as bad as it sounds, because that's a lot of damage, and it might just take me and Dan out, but...
And I'm sitting on a healing spirit to stand back up.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to fireball the bastards. Jarek stands back to his feet and just unleashes a fireball, pretty much bang on top of us both.
Okay.
Oh.
So, right then. So yeah, fireball, bitches.
It doesn't have to be on you.
Yeah, it
It could
does.
miss you.
What? No, it's more thematic.
Blaze of Glory. Right, what's your DC?
It goes Nova.
I don't know. I'm just trying to find where it is. Dex save of 15 for me and Dan. And the dragon. Shockingly, I failed, so I'm going back down in a moment.
Dragon fails, so he's going to use one of his legendary rolls. Roll your damage.
Tell him he's a coward. Dan, what did you get?
Oh, a dex save.
Yeah.
Other than being irrelevant. 23.
Nice. Right, I powered it up, so it's 9d6 as well. 32. 16 to the dragon.
16. I'm down.
Okay, so fireball goes off. How would you like to kill Argynvost?
Yay!
Right, Jarek powers to the feet, and as he does, just unleashes as the Morning Lord blesses him, and the fireball erupts. Just abysmal, a bright light flashes out, and the dragon just crumbles to cinders as both Jarek and Nik are knocked clean from their feet.
And I'm on that man going, Jesus
Not off the bridge.
So as
happens.
as Argynvost collapses, the skull drops to the floor. The rest of its body just dissipates, and the green gem tink 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 drops onto the bridge. Nik jumps straight up from the healing spirit. Jarek is still on the floor, burning from his own.
I'll if we were out of combat now, aren't we? So I can just drop a level. I'll drop a level 2 healing bell end.
Sure.
There's also a healing spirit still involved, so it can just move on to Jarek.
Oh, okay. In which case,
Okay, I'll not wait.
It can move on to Jarek and do its second charge on his turn.
It can go
Fair play, fair play.
So
move 30 feet.
it is at this point, then, gentlemen, that I'm going to call an end to the proceedings. We'll pick up, unless you want to sort out your resting first.
How much did I heal off the healing spirit? Just so
Yeah, I think we really need a long rest. really need one.
I think a lot of people, well, some people used a lot of stuff. I didn't, but
how much did I get healing off the healing spirit just so I can apply it?
Bomb candle.
3.
Thank you.
And then back to Dan for 6, and then back to you for 6. So you got 9 in total.
Time.
And then it goes poof.
Well,
So
I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure Jarek's back to his feet. He's probably kind of sat up on the floor looking a bit worse for wear.
singed.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what I'd like to do, if you'll just indulge me for another 5 minutes.
And it died, so I gained 5 hit points when it died because it was cursed.
So I've got a series of images for you.
Are they nudie naughty ones? No.
No, which is a shame. These are all fan art. Hopefully this will load in for you. So what I'm going to say to you is, on the back of that, congratulations, gentlemen. That felt like a chore, but I kind of enjoyed it. Just to throw something different in. So you've got you can do whatever you want with the skull of Argynvost Holt. You've got the green gem. The skull of Argynvost Holt with a little jiggery pokery might be able to fit into the bag of holding, so we can.
Defo take that, because even if it's got no properties, it'll be
Can
worth.
we also remove the gem from its chest?
Yes, that's sorted. Yeah,
It fell to the floor.
So have you got the lovely fan art picture of walking through
the blizzard?
Yeah. So the other one, that's just a generic one. This one is a little bit fuzzy. I couldn't get a better picture than this. So
I put it down.
First thing I'll say to you is go ahead with your long rest.
Long rest.
Yeah. What we're going to do is I'm going to fast forward again. I'll try not to do it too much, but we're so close to getting to crunch time, and after you've survived this fight, what I'm going to do is move you forwards. wandering through the blizzards, you know the direction you're going. Nothing untoward happens, so you're going to have perhaps 2 or 3 days of traveling where you're able to recuperate from your fight with Argynvost Holt. Eventually, the road fades away under a covering of snow, but it takes you far enough to see the facade of some kind of temple carved into a sheer mountainside ahead. The front of the statues is 50 feet high and has 6 alcoves containing 20-foot tall statues. Each statue is carved from a single block of amber and depicts a faceless, hooded figure, its hands pressed together in a gesture of prayer. Between the 2 innermost statues is a 20-foot tall archway with a staircase leading down. So the last image I'm going to lead you with is, again, fan art, and this one is really nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
The Amber Temple. And that's exactly where I'm going to leave you as you're on approach.
Right, so my staff will have fully recharged after 3 days, which would be nice. Even if I roll, even if I roll minimum. No, I better do a quick roll, Dave. I've just realised I'm 15. No, it's +4. I get +4, 2d8 +4, so I can't fail, can I?
As long as you can do the maths, mate, I'm happy with that. So next time, Amber Temple.
Are we